Hello, guys, and welcome to the first episode of the Memphis Grizzlies My GM. And yes, we're starting a new series here. I thought something other than Madden would be much more enjoyable for you guys to watch if Madden isn't really your take. I know Madden hasn't been that good of a game this year, well, especially for the last 2 years. But nonetheless, we're starting a Memphis Grizzly My GM. And we're going to be playing with the sliders I've created a couple videos back. So if you haven't seen that, you can definitely check those out. And if you want to run with those sliders, you most definitely can. I have them uploaded to the servers. So to begin with, we're going to choose the Memphis Grizzlies. They have a couple players I really like on the team. For example, Mike Conley is one of my favorite point guards in the league. And you have Jaren Jackson Jr., who I think could be a stud in the league. He just has the size and the ability and the raw talent to become a top 5 power forward or center, whichever one he wants to become. Then we also have Marc Gasol at that center position, a veteran, but he still has skills to get the job done. And having that duo with Mike Conley and Marc Gasol, will be deadly, and it should help us win games. So this is going to be a realistic rebuild. We're not going to do crazy trades or make major moves or sign crazy max contract. Well, it really depends on the offseason. But you guys shouldn't really see any crazy trades like that. I'm going to make trades that make sense. It'll be for like a player or maybe a trade or something like that. I always like seeing the computer make trades though, but me, I won't really take part in trading. Mostly handle the business in the off season. And so this My GM would be 12 minutes, 82 games, and I am going to be playing all of those minutes in all of those games. So this My GM series, season 1, should be ended in the next 3 to 4 months, and it depends on how quickly I can get these videos out. I will always post one game per 10 videos, and I will have a recap of what happened during those 10 games, like the injuries, all-star voting, stats from around the league, scores from around the league, and how other players are doing. So this should be definitely a long series to look for. I want to say we could get at least two full seasons in before NBA 2K20 comes out, and it's not too far around from now, probably like 8 months, 9 months, somewhere around there. So it should be a fun My GM to say the least. But let's get into the roster for the Memphis Grizzlies and why I would like to play with them. First off, you have Mike Conley, who is the point guard, a veteran point guard to say the least. He could score and dish the ball. Then up at the shooting guard position, which I'm not really too sure who I want to put there, but I think Garrett Temple is a great fit there. We're also looking at Dillon Brooks, who is also a shooter for the team. And right here on the screen, you're going to be looking at the roster for the Memphis Grizzlies. At the 3 position, we have Kyle Anderson, and he kind of reminds me of a Justice Winslow from my GM previously with the Miami Heat. So him and Justice Winslow, I shouldn't have no time playing with Kyle Anderson. Then at the power forward position, we have Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr., and he has a lot of potential. He has a post game, he could shoot. Kind of reminded me of a Chris Bosh of shorts. And at the center position, you guys know there's Marc Gasol, the veteran center, who's always going to get the job done for us, and I'm hoping he's going to have a good season this season. A couple guys that I want to watch out for is really Chandler Parsons. I know he has a huge contract, and he's always been injured, but with the rosters we're playing with, we have no injuries equipped, and we have Jimmy Butler on the 76ers, so these are the most up-to-date roster by the time of the Jimmy Butler trade. And so please ignore this horrible face scan. Well, I don't have any hair on my player hair, so just ignore it. We're going to try and get it fixed, and I tried to fix it, but for some reason, the hair just does not want to stay on. I kind of look like Steve Harvey here, and it's disappointing. But getting back to the roster now, we have a lot of guys on the team that I really like. Dillon Brooks is another guy. I think he could become a good shooter in short spurts. I don't want to leave him onto the floor too long because he's kind of a streaky, inconsistent shooter. So that's the case with him. Another guy I like coming off the bench is Shelvin Mack. I think Mack does a good job of backing up Conley at that point guard position, and we'll have to see how he does there as well. And lastly, another person you guys will want to look out for in this My GM is Ivan Rabb. Him and JaMychal Green will be fighting for minutes depending on how each other play. But I think developing Ivan Rabb will be a good start for the team, and having Marc Gasol as his mentor would be good, because Ivan Rabb has a lot to learn. He's pretty young. I believe he's like 19 or 20. He even looks young in the face. So learning from Marc Gasol will definitely help him out here. My expectations for the team is to make the playoffs and try and get into the second round. With these sliders, they're going to be realistic, but they're also challenging. So the teams that we have a high probability of losing to, we are most likely going to lose their games. But as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be playing every game, so we should have a better chance of winning. And it's not based on simulation and the surrounding factors. It's going to be based on me and the adjustments I make. So I want to try and make the playoffs the first season and get into the second round, and in the off season we'll make our changes as necessary. And it's a couple guys we have to move. I don't think this team really has a lot of trade value other than maybe Michael Conley, but he was out for a majority of the season last year, and so I think his trade value might have went down. Maybe Jaren Jackson Jr., but I'm not going to trade that guy. He is a talent to have on the team, and I believe he's going to turn into something special. So a quick look at the schedule now. We have the Pacers first up, and I have played that game. I have played that game and I have recorded it. That's the game I'm going to bring you guys in about 2 weeks from now, depending on how fast I can get the other 9 games played and get the video edited and uploaded to YouTube. But the Pacer game was pretty good. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. You guys just have to wait. And it really shows that this will be a very good MyGM. Our head coach is JB Bickerstaff, and you can see here on the screen again, we're going to go through our coaching adjustments, and that is one of the most important things when it comes to having a MyGM. Although it says sim points of emphasis, I always like setting this because I want my guys to play a certain way when I'm in the game. I want to do all of this before the game, so it saves me the hassle and time of like cutting and recording into videos. And unfortunately, with this series here, I can't record any audio from the game, like the basketball being dribbled or shots bricking off of the rim. 2K has it where their sounds are copyrighted, and so when you go to record it off the Xbox, it produces nothing but a mute noise. And so it'll be instrumental backgrounds in the background of the video. Getting back to the game again, you see here we're going to change our team status from rebuilding to buy-in, because I believe we're not too far away from making it to the Western Conference Final and potentially making it to the NBA Finals. It's just all about how we manage our money and the contracts that we have to discuss during this season and in the upcoming off season. But like I was saying earlier, this MyGM is to bring something new on the channel, and MyGM is something I try and play almost every year. We've done it for 2K16, I believe, 2K18, and now it will be 2K19. 2K16 and 2K18 has also been very good to me for the MyGM, and we've also done it in 2K12 back on the 360, and that's where I really found my passion for MyGM. And here you're going to see that I'm trying to get my hair back because it allows you to edit your player head. But for some reason, when I go into the press conference or I'm talking to a player, all my hair gets erased. But I guess if that's the case, we'll just have to deal with it then. No biggie, nothing too huge there. And you see here 12-minute quarters fatigue on and all of that good stuff. But video is going to be coming to an end soon. I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you guys have any feedback for me on things I could do, I'll definitely take it into consideration and try and improve these videos here. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you with the next video, whether it be a Miami Dolphins franchise or even a Memphis Grizzlies franchise or whatever video. See ya.